Welcome everyone to the Fish Market Annual League meeting. These are the topics that we're going to discuss today. The first one is rule change, which I'm not going to spend too much time in here because most of the rules are the same of last year. Playbook selection, team selection process, key dates, and the question which you can make the question is in the group chat. First, one of the rules I want to discuss about it is the free agency draft. At the beginning of the Madden cycle, there are several players that are in the free agency pool. There will be a one round free agency draft, which will be conducted in reverse team draft order. If you can prove that a player there is a free agent in the roster update was signed before the league has started, you may sign out that player by relinquishing your pick in the free agency draft. Another one rule is relocation. If a team wants to relocate, it will go through a process. The potential move must be brought to the commissioner and explain the reason for wanting to relocate. There may be um, only one. There may be only one name change per Madden cycle, so um, you gotta propose the idea of the if you want to move your team. Um, the free agency rule. These rules from last year. No player can be offered more than 4 year contract. These rules we like to keep this rule because we have the chance to sign up the same player in a modern cycle if we keep this rule. Player in the first year of their new contract are not allowed to be traded. General true rules, no trade limits. The trade will be approved the next day in the morning. Or if we decide, if we get to agree, everyone in the commissioner, we approve us as soon as we can. So do not overwhelm us with questions. No CPU trade. If you trade it with a CPU that is on order, you need to send the trade back. Trading with CPU is unacceptable and can lead to a immediate boot from the league. And all trade proposals must be sent to the commissioner, Mays, Marcus, Orga, properly before they are made in the game. Throughout the approval process, the trade must be proposed to a commissioner. One of the commissioner, if you have the chance, the trade must be run in the Data League trade calculator. For this, you must be logged in on the Data League site and join to the league website, and then you will see the front office button. The option of Strata Calculator is there in the front office option. The trade must be approved by the by commissioners, and then you can proceed to trade in the game. Um, a game situation. I do not think that nano blitzing will be necessary to be explained. The 12-12 rules. You must pass 12 times. You must roll 12 times. Failing to do will result in a player suspension. But this rule, it is depends on the game flow, on the situation that present or in the games. So sometimes you don't run or you don't pass 12 times, or you don't have the chance to run 12 times. So this is a situation that we evaluate every time. On offense, you must meet your offense and play calling information sets. Do not abuse. money's played. So just it's simple as it sounds. To you just have to mix your play calling on hurry up offense. If you run in the hurry up after a please complete the offense moves, wait 9 seconds to run the play clock. That is meaning that you can hike the ball when the clock says 31 seconds. They also allow the no to be unlimited because some people abuse of the no huddle um, and hit the and hurry up the offense too much. Calling a passing play, snapping the ball, and immediately sprint back to the sideline to create play is not allowed. Playmaker from the pocket is accept is which is simple. If you just snap the ball and you go to the sideline just to stop the clock, this is we not allowed. This is simple. You don't have the you can be in sprinting back to the sideline. The ball can be snapped with the wide receivers between the tackles unless it's on the fall play. And here, going forward and fall down, between first and third quarter, you can only go forward until you pass the 40-yard line on your opponent's side. Uh, and it's 4-2 or shorter. Example, if you are in the on the 45-yard line and you are 4-2, you have to punt. If you are 4-2 on the 44, you are good to go. With 5 minutes left or less, if you are up by touchdown or less, and you are past the 50, you are allowed to go at your discretion up to 4 and 5. I know how putting the ball away, in some cases, may cause you to lose the game when it's close. Um, but this is something that we can discuss. About 5 minutes in the fourth quarter, if you're losing by less than a touchdown and you have not reached the 50, you must punt it if it's 4-6 or more. Example, you are and you haven't reached the 50, right? If you are losing the game, um, less than a touchdown, and you have 4-6, you have to punt. But four, at least 4-5, at least is required to go forward. If you are losing, but less than a touchdown, anytime the four, if you are doing by multiple scores, then you can go forward. Onside kicks, one allowed before the fourth quarter, and in the four, anytime if you are down, if you are losing the game. One fake field goal allowed per half, and one fake punt allowed once per game. You have one free going forward. This is a special. Can be used. This special can be used anytime in the whole game, but just one. No matter what, you can. You just have one going forward. On defense, running the exact same defense out of the exact same formation for the half of the game will not be tolerated and will not be taken lightly. Let me try to explain this. You can run. Let's say if you run in the first playoff, you run let's say a nickel formation, and from the nickel formation you have one cover two men, right? And the next down You set another formation will be a big nickel. You can choose cover two man from big nickel, but what we not allowed to is to run the same defense, the same formation, the same play from the defense. You gotta mix up your plays. These defense much match formations. We already know what we're trying to say here. What I'm trying to mean. At least three players have to rush the quarterback at all times. No matter which one, but you need to have three players rushing the quarterback. You may run quarters defense formation under the following conditions. Offense has three wide receivers. When the offense has three more wide receivers, or it is a third or fourth down. We already know the stat padding. Uh, it's not allowed. We not allow stat padding. It will be monitored. Um, this include but running up score or individuals player stat padding. Stat padding can involve a single game, a single play in a single game, or a single play in a season. Not last year we saw some cases that where we can where we can see some abuse of the game um and cause higher not hires it says suspensions player suspensions. So for stat paddings counts, if you go up by 24 points or more, you must use the shoot clock feature. This is not optional. This is do it or do it, no matter what. If you are by 20 points, you gotta shoot the clock. Um, Samples or running up the score could be included, but are not limited to. I'm not going through this because we already saw it before, and it's on the document. It's on the book. On the books, I'm going to share later. Let's skip this part. Oh, this is I tried to talk. I wanted to talk about it. The type of the league that we're playing. We have to vote which mode we're going to play. If it is owner mode or coach, it's gotta be for owner it's gotta be a creative owner, and for coach we haven't decided yet, but it's okay choosing whatever coach it is. We have to vote on the group chat later on. I will create a section in the group chat to do it. For player position switches, you gotta check the official document so you can see the requirements that the player have to go through, so they can switch positions if you want to a player play in another position. Banners plays TDD. Every week, commissioner will bring up the topic. Users can nominate a given player for a specific information to be banned because of abuse. So right now we don't have any a play that is banned right now. Then later on, when this league start, which we decided what play was we're going to ban. Playbook selection, and I need to everyone pay attention here. We present two options to everyone, so because we're going to vote and choose what is better for us. We have a draft team playbook. If you choose to not, then you're gonna stuck with your playbook. Um, it will be reverses in reverse order of the team draft. Two teams may not use the same playbook but on opposite conference. Let's say the Broncos and Texans cannot share the same playbook because they are in the same conference. But the Broncos and Rams, which are in opposite conference, they can share the same playbook. If you decide to give up the right to your playbook and someone in your conference takes it, you cannot have it back. Uh, Here we draft in a reversal order that the of the team selection draft. So we draft the playbooks of the teams that which like to participate in the draft. If we decided these option, the teams who doesn't want to participate in the draft play in the playbook draft, they have to start with the playbook. And the other option is to allow custom playbook, uh, and you have to stick the whole season for the whole season. You have to stick with the same playbook the whole season, both offense and defense. Same rule. We're going to vote in the group chat. 20, 21 players must vote, and major wins. Team selection process. Uh, Before I make the tiers um, officials, let me explain how this works because this is the system that we're going to use this year too. So you have numbers of weeks, which are 17, which are the same weeks that are in the schedule game, right? For games played will be 1 point. For 3 wins and bye weeks are no point. Suspension. First suspension is -1. Second is -2, etc. So for each game that you play every week, you have 1 point. 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, right? For playoff game, you got 1 point, etc. Each for each game that you have, that's um easy to get. Suspension, like I say, let's say -point. Let's say you got all week, the whole season playing one, 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 one. Okay, let's say you got um, let's say you got Friday bye week on week 12. You got one, 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 one. You got 16 points plus playoff. You got 1 point that would make 17. But you got suspended in the season. You got a player suspended. You lose 1 point. That would make 16. Each this point that you're gonna accumulate it, this is gonna help you to get better odds for the next Madden to get better chances to get the first pick in uh, the for the team selection. Now, the team selection um, broke down into three tiers based on the game played. Like I said, tier one, who has the best out, which is 5. Tier two had the second best odds, which are 3. Tier three has the least good odds, which are 1. I will give you an example how this is going to work. When the process of choosing teams begins, one of the commissioner via DM is going to ask you what is your official pick. Do not reveal the pick in the group chat. Keep it for yourself. Um, these are the tiers based on last year results. Um, you see at the new tier at tier threes, most of them are the new fellas because they don't have a result from last year. They don't have a they don't have a result from last year, right? So here there is an application, an app that will run the lottery uh, by itself. I just given the teams which are an example here, the letters of the A B. Here, you see here the teams which A to D has the five balls to run in the lottery, which are the tiers one, which I said before had the five balls over here, the five balls, which they have the better odds. The tier two, which are letter E to H, which had which had three balls for the lottery, and the tier one, which are these four, which have one ball for the lottery process. Um, so the day that we're going to do the lottery, I'm going to reveal the picks. Uh, you see here how pick 12, which had three balls, which is means these are tier two, have better chance that the letter A, E, F, no, sorry, letter L, J, which are tiers three, which has one ball. They got the better results than the letter H or F and or E. That's how it's going to work. The lottery for the team selection process. So let me see. Okay. Um, when I revealed this, um, this is gonna be the official results for the draft. To draft the team selections and the key days. The draft lottery will be July 27. The team selection show August 12. This can be changed based on the league start date, which which we have to vote when would you like to start the league. Um, this is everything. Any question you have, just ask in the group. Um, I will post the tiers in the group chat, and later this week or next week or after the game drops out, um, we talk about the team selection and league start and the start date of the league. So uh, this is everything. Thank you all for your attention, and I'm sorry for my mispronunciation. And have a great day.